I want to get over to Nancy Mace. A lot of people may not be familiar with this, but Republicans across the board are starting to get attacked even when they are shopping in grocery stores, which, again, the same thing that I had and the same energy that I have for Josh Shapiro is the same energy that I have for Nancy Mace and any Republican or any Democrat. If you are Jasmine Crockett, and I absolutely despise Jasmine Crockett. If you are Jasmine Crockett, right, I don't believe that anybody should be harassing her, standing outside of her home. Nobody should be approaching her and doing anything to her in person. Leave these people alone. Do not approach them and say some egregious stuff, and do not disrespect anybody. Let's continue.
All right, so it was probably the biggest viral video of the weekend. South Carolina Congresswoman Nancy Mace posted this now infamous video online after a man who is allegedly one of her constituents confronted her while she was shopping. Take a look.
I do them every year.
Every year?
You want to keep going?
Are you going to do any more this year?
Do you want to keep going and keep harassing me? You could have gone to a dozen town halls last year.
I asked if you're doing any more this year. It was one simple question.
Yeah.
Are you doing a town hall
I've already done one. I'll do plenty more.
Are you doing any more this year? It was a simple question.
You're always invited.
Okay, sweet. Well,
and by the way, I voted for gay marriage.
Ain't nothing in this video that's showing me that he's one of her constituents. Lies. Lies. Nothing in this video. Can we use our context clues? Can we use our context clues? Come on, y'all. Let's stereotype. Y'all want to stereotype with me? Let's stereotype right now. No way in hell. No way in hell that this person is one of Nancy Mace's constituents. No way. Nancy Mace stands on one of the most conservative platforms in our legislative branches. Ain't no way that this person is a constituent. And wearing a sweater shirt with no undershirt is wild. I'ma just say that. Wearing a sweater shirt with no undershirt, hoochie daddy shorts with a collar on your sweater shirt is wild. Oh, dog. No, he got his whole leg showing. And I believe in hoochie daddy shorts, but not with a sweater shirt. With no undershirt, tucked in. I ain't never seen this before. Sweater shirt with no undershirt, tucked in your hoochie daddy shorts, with sunglasses on the top of your head, and you're telling me that this person is one of her constituents. Bull crap. Bull crap. Nope. You're not going to trick me.
Twice.
What does that have to do with me?
So I'm just saying, it has to everything to do with you.
Do you think everything about me has to do with gay marriage?
I do,
That's
absolutely.
Your first stance when you speak with me?
Because you people on the left are crazy.
So
You're absolutely crazy.
I'm absolutely
crazy. And get out of my face.
You're insane.
Goodbye.
You're insane. You're gonna me.
I'm so glad that these people are actually standing up for themselves. I'm so glad that the Nancy Maces, we're going to talk about Byron Donalds. He ran into a similar situation. I am ecstatic that these people are defending themselves, standing up for themselves, and not falling victim to the Victim Olympics and thinking that these people could just run up on them and say anything. They addressing them and meeting them with the same type of energy. Nah, listen, I voted for gay marriage. Go ahead, keep it moving. She told him straight up, say, yeah, dog, I voted for gay marriage. What you want to talk about?
You're going to be voted out so fast this year.
I'm not.
Wait for you to
I won by so much.
You're a disgrace to this state. That's what you are. You're a disgrace. I asked you a simple question, and you just to go on this tirade and tell me you.
Yeah, you.
Disgusting.
Get out of my face.
You.
Get out of my face. Try it. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
You say me?
Yep, I sure did.
The first thing you're going to say to me is
absolutely.
You a question.
Get the out of my face.
You.
Now.
You.
Just a peaceful weekend afternoon going shopping, right? In a post on Facebook, the man in that video said in part that he won't apologize for speaking up or for publicly asking a politician to do her job. Here with her side of the story, Congresswoman Nancy Mace. Congresswoman, well, apparently you've had a very eventful weekend. Apparently there's another video I was just told you might have put up, but let's go to this video in particular. What happened? What was going on behind the scenes? And how did the issue of gay rights come up in that conversation?
Well, right. I just wanted some face wash. That was it. I went to the store. I had a little bit of time to myself on Saturday afternoon, want to go shopping like I do. I'm a normal person. I do my own grocery shopping. And this guy approached me, and I will tell you, I felt threatened. I felt harassed. And I will tell you, as someone who's experienced trauma in her life, and a lot of women will understand what I'm talking about, when some guy gets in your face and approaches you in the aggressive manner that he did, and you feel like you're in danger, instinctively, as women who've been through trauma, who've survived sexual assault, survived domestic abuse, you have two options. You can fight or you can flee. And Sean, I'm a fighter. And I've never stood back down from a fight. I will stand my ground like any strong woman should. And I will tell you, this was the third incident I had last week alone. The incidences of threats, the threat of violence, the people coming up and harassing me in public has increased exponentially over the last 6 months since I came out, standing up against the trans community, standing up against men in women's dresses. And I just had an event at the University of South Carolina about an hour ago. I wrapped it up, and a man in a dress picked up a potted plant and acted like he was going to throw it against me. I just posted that video on Twitter. You can follow it at Nancy Mace or nancymace.org. You can find it online. But my security team thought he was going to throw the plant at me because I used the word babe. He was offended by it, and then I used the word trans, and he was more offended by it. But the lunatics on the left, they're dangerous, and women need to stand up for themselves. And I was the first member of Congress to say, I'm going to hold the line for women and girls everywhere. And since that time, the amount of aggression that I've had from mentally ill men, from men in dresses, from men approaching me in public, like this guy, this Daisy Dukes guy, the short shorts guy, just as I was trying to buy face wash. It's not okay. And condoning this kind of behavior is only going to lead to violence.
Or did anything happen prior to you start? It was not. What happened prior to that?
Well, he started up on me prior to this, and I fumbled. I tried to get my phone out as quick as I could, but I had a bag, and I tried to pull it out fast and start recording as much as I could. I've decided that I'm going to start recording these people in public. I probably don't have enough iPhone space on my phone.
Oh, she told him he had Daisy Dukes on.
But I deal with this stuff day in and day out. This was the third incident I had last week alone. And the week before that, there was a man in Pennsylvania who was arrested from Butler, Pennsylvania, that threatened the president, President Trump. I was the only member of Congress. He threatened to put a bullet in my skull. Most of this stems from my position about protecting women and girls in private spaces. And inherently, as a woman, when a man like this comes up to me and is aggressive in public or private, inherently, I'm going to fight back. I'm going to stand my ground. I'm going to be a strong woman because I'm going to put my money where my mouth is. Men like this, it's not okay. This kind of aggression is going to get someone hurt or worse. And it's not something I condone. I'll stand up and fight for everyone.
Yo, to know that we live in a society where grown men are approaching women legislators and getting mad at them because they stood up against men being able to use women's bathrooms is insane. To know that we are living in a society where grown men, I mean grown, 30-plus-year-old men are getting mad, going to town halls and picking up plants and throwing it at women, and that the women are the ones that are gotta call them out and say, hey man, hey, look at that man in the Daisy Dukes now. Oh, look at you. Look at that man in the Daisy Dukes now. Everybody, look at that man in the Daisy Dukes now. Everybody, look at that man in the Daisy Dukes now. I don't know if y'all familiar with that song. I might be dating myself a little bit. But I remember that song. Have y'all ever heard that song? Let me see. It's insane. It's crazy. Shout out to Chef G Rap. Says unblock me so I can flame. Who blocked Chef G Rap? Y'all ain't never heard of the Daisy Duke song? Hold on, let me see if I can find it. Do Two Life Crew get paid for that? Wow, it's a whole lot of Daisy Duke songs. Let me see. They got Me So Horny on here. Two Live Crew. Is that Two Live Crew with the Daisy Duke song? No, that ain't the one. That's not the one. 69 Boys and oh, that was that the 69 Boys? Look at them everybody. Y'all ain't never heard of 69 Boys? Y'all ain't never heard of the 69? Oh, that might be back. That's way back. That's way back. Not Two Live Crew, the 69 Boys. Yeah. No, it's not tag team. You talking about tag team back again. Check the record to get again. No, that's not them. This is a 69 Boys. This is a little bit different. So she was playing the 69 Boys when he approached her. And it's unfortunate that now we're labeling men instead of look at that girl with the Daisy Duke. That's a hit. That's a hit right there. Hey, somebody drop a new song. Look at that boy with the Daisy Duke song. Everybody, watch him go up in Atlanta. Atlanta, Houston, San Francisco, you got a hit. Anybody that's a part of the Sassy community, drop the Daisy Duke song. Do a remix of the 69 Boys. Drop it, but drop it and let the guys do it before Glorilla or before Meg Thee Stallion get it. You got you a hit. Send me my royalty. Send me my royalty. I want 10 cents per $1. Give me 10%. I'll take it. You got it. Let me send this to my brother. Produce a song with somebody. Look at that boy with the Daisy Duke song. Everybody.
Woman and girl everywhere.
We see those on the left that have been pro-Hamas, a designated terrorist organization. Some on the left, this obsession with Luigi Mangione, the alleged assassin of the United Healthcare CEO. We've seen domestic terrorism at Tesla dealerships against Tesla owners and charging stations, open calls for assassination of people like Elon Musk and President Trump. It seems like everything's getting really ratcheted up. The left's gone
straight men gonna like it too, Ashley.
really off the deep end, and I'm very concerned about violence. Why don't you have security with you at all times?
Well, in this instance, I was on my personal time. I can't afford personal private security. I have to reassess my movements now and perhaps trying to hide the way that I look so I can go out in public. Tonight, though, at a public event, I was able to have 6 armed security guards. I needed to have that. And even still with 6 armed security guards, we had a man in a dress who picked up a potted plant. It looked like he was going to toss it at me or throw it at me.
Shout out to Nancy Mace for holding it down for the real ones. We got to have women defending against men that dress like women from going in their bathrooms. Make sure y'all hit a like for the algorithm, subscribe to the channel, and turn on your notifications.